Good morning. I am about to make a dry roux. I made a video the other day about making a basic brown roux, and that was with butter and flour, but this is a one ingredient roux. You only need flour. And I know that in a lot of ways that's like a sin in certain parts of the culinary world. You're not supposed to put flour directly on a hot surface, but if you know how to do it, then you will be successful. So the whole point of having a dry roux around is because if there's no fat in there, then it's not going to go rancid. And the second reason is that you can control the fat that is going to go into your dish, gumbo, or whatever it is you're making. I like it if I'm making chicken and gravy that I put over rice, because I know there's going to be a lot of fat from the chicken, and I don't have to add more fat from the roux, and I have the benefit of the roux to make a good gravy for the chicken. And then the only fat that's going to be in there is going to be from the ingredients that I have in the dish. So that's a good way of controlling the fat, and it's a way to have it around for a long time, because all you're doing is browning flour. And so since you don't have any fat in there, then you can store it at room temperature in the house. You don't have to put it in the fridge or anything. And you can keep it for a long time. Usually, I guess the longest I've kept a dry roux around is around 8 or 9 months. And I probably could have kept it longer. I mean, it's just flour. It's just, you see how it's starting to get brown on it. Anyway. So I probably could have kept it longer than 8 or 9 months, but I ran out. But I like it because that way if I need it, it's one less step that's pretty tedious that I don't have to worry about. And so I can go ahead and cook whatever I'm cooking, and then remove it from the pot and put it in a bowl, and then add a little bit of my roux that's already made, and just start adding, water or cream or whatever else I'm going to use. And that way I immediately have the base for whatever I'm cooking. So this is starting to get brown. This is why they tell you, don't put flour directly on a dark surface, on a hot surface, because it'll start browning really quick. So you have to be really quick, See that? I gotta turn it down a little bit, because if I'm not on my toes, it's gonna burn. And it's just like any other roux. If you burn it, then you don't have a roux anymore. You're gonna have to start over. Getting with the program here. I'm using this whisk. Sometimes I'll use a spoon, but it's better with the whisk. Turning it down a little bit more. Because my pot's getting really hot. Yep. So you have to be very consistent and just stir and stir and stir and stir. And if I'm using a gas stove, okay, so I have a little bit better control. But if you don't have a gas stove, then you're going to have to lift up your pot kind of off and on to control the heat. It is a process, that's for sure. I'm probably going to have to. So we're getting brown, and oh, I kind of screwed up, didn't I?